All right, guys, what is going on? I bought a bar of this to try for the first time, so I thought, why not just make a review on it and let my viewers give me their feedback and what they think of it as well. Might give you some ideas. So I am going to cut the camera, use this, and then come back and do another video and add to this and let you know what I think of it. So it'll all be in this video. But first of all, I just kind of wanted to show it to you and tell you what it smells like. Now, I did some checking into this, and this was inspired by a product that was given to the GIs during the Korean War. This one here is called Naval Diplomacy, and on the website, it's supposed to smell like an aquatic smell, freshwater, bergamot, and a couple other things are mixed in there for the smell. And it is a pretty big bar. Let me go ahead and get it out of here, and I'm going to tell you what I think of it just right off the bat here as it comes out of the box and how it smells. All right, so here we go, guys. This is a very large bar. I got 2XL hands, and you can see how big the bar is. It is fairly light. I'll get a smell of it here. Now, I really do kind of like the smell. It's a little strong, but I believe it's only strong because I'm smelling the entire bar. It kind of smells like Polo cologne. I can smell like that fresh water type smell that they say. I definitely can smell that in here in the bergamot. I think it actually smells pretty good. It's just a little overpowering when you smell the entire bar. As most of you know, I have talked about this before. This is an empty box. I have tried Squatch soap, and like some of my viewers have said, I found the same thing. So there's pros and cons to this Squatch soap. A big con for me was it really doesn't lather up well at all. I find myself having to put a ton of this on the washcloth, and it just doesn't suds up like I would like it to. I like a lot of suds when I use a soap, okay? The pro to this that I really loved was how non-greasy and clean it made my skin feel. Cheaper bars of soap and most things on the store shelf will make your skin feel greasy, what I call greasy to the touch. My skin felt light, clean, and very dry, non-greasy, and that was the thing I loved about Squatch soap. But I just can't get over the fact that I can't get it to lather up the way I want it to. So with that, I'm hoping this Duke cannon will do the trick. I'm excited to try this out. So give me a minute here. I am going to cut the camera. I'm going to go take a shower and use this, and then I'm going to come right back with it to you, and I'm going to let you know exactly what I think and how it lathered up, and if I give it my thumbs of approval, should you pay the $8 that this costs, $7.99. So I almost forgot to mention that. This was $8. I bought it at a Myers grocery store for $8. So let's see how this does, and I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, what I actually did was wait until it was before time to go to work and then use this for a shower. That way I could give you some thoughts on what it felt like and how it was for the whole day. So there's a couple things I would definitely recommend to do right off the bat. Number one, I'll just tell you right off the bat that I did like it really well. But what I should have done, and I can still do right now if I want to, this is after one use. But what I should have done was cut this into thirds. 1, 2, and then have 3 parts. You will only want to use one piece of this at a time in the shower, in my opinion, because it will not shrink up and dry out once it's wet and sit and lose some of its volume, okay? I believe it'll last you much longer if you cut it up into at least 2, but I'm going to go thirds, 3 pieces. What I can tell you is that as far as lather-wise, that was going to be the most important thing to me, is what kind of lather did I get from it? Okay, this, very bad lather, not good at all. I would have to really put this on a washcloth several times to be able to see soap on my skin. Even though I'm sure, hey, it was still working, I like to see the soap on my skin when I use it. This just didn't lather up like I wanted it to. As for this, if we're going to talk low, medium, and high as far as lather, this would be at the top of the medium. Okay, I'm very happy with the way it lathered up. It's not the most lather that you can get, but it's at the very top of the medium lather category. And that right there was the main thing I was looking for. Number two, this left my skin very non-greasy and light feeling. Even the fabric from my clothing I just pulled out of the dryer felt very good against my skin. I also noticed that on my way to work, using the air conditioner in the truck, that just the air blowing, it seemed like I could feel the air more on my skin and a kind of a light, crisp feeling. A lot of products out there, guys, will leave your skin greasy, especially cheap soap. I'm not trying to sell these or anything like that. I'm just saying I bought it and paid $7.99 for it, so I might as well review it and let you guys know what I think. So even like the air in the truck just felt a little bit better on my skin, and pretty pleased with it overall. Now, the scent is not as strong as what you think when you use it, because you're smelling the whole bar. Like I can smell it right now from here, but when you use it in the shower, your skin and your body does not smell like this bar when you're done. I'm sure if someone was close enough, they could smell this, but it's not an overwhelming, overpowering or scent that I could even really detect once I was out of the shower. But it did leave the skin feeling very nice, clean, non-greasy, and just even the fabric of my clothing felt better against my skin after using that. So I think I am going to stick with Duke Cannon, at least for the time being. Maybe try a different scent, try some different ones and see what I think of it. Maybe even give a review if this gets any traction and people like it. Maybe I'll review the other ones as well. If nobody wants to see it or nobody watches it, then there's really no use in doing it. But if people want to see that, I can do some of the other ones as well. So I highly recommend this Naval Diplomacy by Duke Cannon. I really wanted to love Squatch. This is an empty box right here, but I really wanted to love this stuff, and I did cut it in half when I used it, and it did make it last longer. But the fact of the matter is, there was just no real lather qualities in this for me to be near what I like. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what kind of soap you use. And until next time, guys, this is DOF, and I'm out of there.